You know the picture. You know the story. The Great Pyramid of Giza is a tomb. Simple, tidy. But what if that's the most successful cover-up in human history? Tonight, we're peeling back 4,500 years of accepted fact. We're talking hidden chambers detected by particle physics, stones that ring like bells, and shafts targeting distant stars with laser precision. The official story claims it's a pharaoh's tomb. The evidence points to something far more bizarre. A resurrection machine? An ancient power plant? By the end of this video, the tomb theory will be the last one you believe. The official story is tidy. 4th Dynasty, 2.3 million blocks. A pharaoh's final resting place. But when you enter the king's chamber, you find a rough granite box. It's empty. No lid. No inscriptions. And most importantly, no trace of the mighty pharaoh Khufu. The first excuse is always looters. But tomb raiders are messy. They leave behind scraps of bone, gold, or linen. In the Great Pyramid? Nothing. Not a trace. Worse, every pyramid before Khufu's was covered in paintings, carvings, and royal signatures. The Great Pyramid has zero. Why would the most powerful man on Earth build the largest structure in history and forget to sign his name? It doesn't add up. The ancient Egyptians didn't call these structures tombs. They called them Ikayat, glorious light. That's a major clue. Engineer Christopher Dunn looked at the pyramid not as a relic, but as a machine. He found that the granite beams above the king's chamber vibrate at a precise frequency, one related to the human heart. The entire room can be played like a colossal instrument. Then there are the 4 narrow shafts, often dismissed as ventilation. 2 open to the sky, but 2 were sealed behind doors with strange copper handles. 1 shaft aligns perfectly with Orion, the celestial home of Osiris. Another points to the eternal pole star. The Egyptians believed the pharaoh's soul had to reunite with its star to be reborn. Are these really air vents? Or are they a sophisticated launch pad for the spirit? A monumental resurrection machine tuned to the cosmos? Dunn's investigation also found the pyramid once ran consistently 6 degrees Celsius warmer inside than outside. That's a lot of heat for a pile of rocks. But what if it wasn't just rocks? The limestone blocks contain quartz crystals. Under immense pressure, these crystals generate piezoelectricity. Then there's the sound. In the 1970s, a hydrophone recorded ultrasonic surges inside the king's chamber. It's as if a giant stone battery was humming with unseen energy. The theory suggests hydrogen gas, split from groundwater below, was channeled up the grand gallery and pulsed by the resonating king's chamber. A mummy doesn't need that kind of power. A sophisticated energy grid does. Critics call it fringe. But the math is surprisingly solid. The pyramid's unique 51.8 degree slope is the perfect angle to separate hydrogen from oxygen using vibration. We can't prove they had electric lamps, but we can prove the building itself seems wired for watts. Outside the pyramid, its celestial purpose becomes even clearer. Each side was once cased in polished Tura limestone, reflecting sunlight like a colossal mirror. On the summer solstice, the eastern face flashes at dawn, and the western face flashes at sunset. Nearby, the Valley Temple is aligned to true north with an error of just 1/15 of a degree, more precise than many modern skyscrapers. From there, priests could watch the sun rise over the pyramid's apex and declare the sun god Ra had been reborn. Tomb architecture doesn't need this. Solar worship absolutely does. This wasn't just a burial, it was a stage for divine spectacle. Now, let's consider the politics. The Old Kingdom didn't have a massive army, it had ideology. The Great Pyramid, visible for miles, was the ultimate stone press release. Its message was simple: the king is all-powerful. Herodotus wrote that Khufu closed every temple in Egypt to build his pyramid. This wasn't greed, it was branding. The pharaoh was merging with the sun god. To rebel against the king was to rebel against divine order. The pyramid's overwhelming scale wasn't just impressive, it was psychological warfare. It declared, "I can command hundreds of thousands of men and reshape the landscape. Imagine what I can do to you." It was a symbol of state power, wrapped in gleaming limestone. For centuries, we thought we knew the pyramid's interior. Then in 2017, physicists using muon detectors found something impossible: a colossal, 30-meter-long void above the Grand Gallery. Then in 2023, they found another hidden corridor behind the north face. Egyptologists called them stress-relieving structures. But architects ask a logical question: does stress relief require cathedral-sized hallways? These are massive, deliberate spaces. And what's inside? Nothing. Just air. Could these be hidden burial chambers? Or tuning cavities, designed to adjust the pyramid's resonance like a giant instrument? Either way, the guidebooks say solid rock. The science says otherwise. Strip away all the theories and one fact remains. The Great Pyramid encodes three values of pi, the golden ratio, and the solar year, mathematics not discovered in the West for millennia. Either Khufu's architects were time travelers, or they had knowledge we barely understand. A tomb is built for the dead. A message is built for the living. Every angle and resonance looks less like a burial checklist and more like a user manual written in stone. If this sparked any doubt about the tomb theory, hit that like button. Have a theory of your own? Drop it in the comments. The most thought-provoking one gets pinned. So where does that leave us? An empty sarcophagus. A chamber that hums with energy. Shafts aligned to the stars. Hidden corridors the size of buses. No single label fits. Not tomb. Not power plant. Not temple. Maybe the true genius of the pyramid isn't just its engineering, but its mystery. A grave for the priests. A power cell for the scientists. A stargate for the soul. The real secret may be that it refuses to have just one. So next time someone says, "It's just a tomb," smile. Ask them why this tomb is louder than a bell, brighter than a lighthouse, and still revealing secrets today. History books close. Stone doesn't. Subscribe to join us for the next mystery hiding in plain sight. And share this with a friend. Let's keep the argument alive.